Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So we've been decoding the agreed upon section of Bible changes. Um, we've already got the letters to go through all the categories, and we've taken the numbers through stock market or finance, same thing. Um, we've taken it through genetics. We've taken it through medical, forwards and backwards. By the way, we've taken the numbers through chemicals and atomic numbers. And now we're to forwards in technology. And I know these videos aren't coming very fast. For starters, they take a couple days to upload now. Thinking about maybe trying to reset my computer and see if that helps. But beyond that, we understand that our viewers aren't getting notices, and we only hope that she that requested um, this is still able to find and watch the videos. Um, so but we're still plugging through it. And add to that, guys, we got another video we want to get out, and add to that all the weirdness that's going on. And we're just a little distracted on top of it taking a while. So, for those interested, want to pause and take a look. These are the numerological numbers that we got off of a chart you can find online, and there it's corresponded. The numbers are corresponded to their letters. Now, I noticed after doing atomic numbers, you got some repeat letter sequences in here, or number, I mean, like here and here, and a couple of others that I'm not seeing right off the bat, but you wouldn't see that with the letters, right? So I found that to be interesting. So, but now we're into the technology. We're using DuckDuckGo instead of Google, and I think that's probably what we're gonna keep doing. And so, excuse me, guys, 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. so, um, so anyway, we've got our numbers. Yeah, there was a repeating sequence of patterns in there. If you broke it down to the numbers, as I just mentioned, that you didn't see in the letters. And I found that to be interesting, and I'm not sure what significance that holds. 100%. But what I do know is we're in technology, and we picked sequences of four numbers in this particular one to see what happened and how it went through. Now, eventually, I'm probably going to go back to seeing what's all there. But now we're doing sequences of four, and there's plenty here. So if you start with coming forward now, 9556, what I actually wrote down was Information Technology Laboratories National Vulnerability Database, and NVD CVE 2018-9556, Information Technology. So it's a database. That's a code within the database, or a section of the database. But on top of that, guys, you do have 9556 Keystone Electronics. You also have wholesale suppliers, 9556, and these are all technology related. You also have taxation of U.S. Korea technology transfer. And I think that's interesting. Wait now, do I see my number? I do not see my number, but guess what, guys? 1117 is right there. I don't know why that's there. I don't see my 9556 number, but I do see 1117, and that is in this code coming up that I don't think I actually ran that. So, yeah, 1117 is taxation of U.S. Korea technology transfer, which is interesting because that's a sequence here. Funny how they all interconnect. You've also got a public library. You got Dodge Data and Analytics. I don't see my number there. So, but that's about a page of stuff, guys. And surely anything I just read, and then some, because it goes on, could definitely be used as a calculation point. And who knows? I mean, we think that's why a lot of these are there. But that's our opinion. But they're there. So if you move on from that, guys, you get 1765. And 1765, what I wrote down, ended up being laser technology. 1765 Scott Boulevard, and that's in Santa Clara, California. But you got laser technology, which is an interesting thing. 1765 historical events. No, you had some technology back then. I think. Um, oh, you got Institute for Responsible Technology, and that's a phone number. 1765. You've got an address for Integral Technology LLC. I don't see my number necessarily there. Do I see? I don't see my. But that's oh, you got a technology and policing essay. And there's yeah, 1765 words. I don't think that's significant. That's how many words are in it. You never know. Talks about the technology the police have, which so yeah, advanced plating technology. But I took away the lasers, guys, because and the reason I take away the lasers, excuse me, 1 second. Excuse me once again for that, but I take the lasers from it, that one, because when we get around to our electromagnetic hypersensitivity video, which we will, we intended to this weekend, we're going to show them using lasers for some pretty elaborate, devious things. And that's why we take the lasers. Now, we haven't shared this information yet. We've been meaning to, guys. But it's something that we have to have our heads on for and be in their mindset to do it, because it's pretty important stuff, okay? But after we do, you'll anyone who sees this and our EHS video will understand the significance of the lasers. Okay, so I take the laser tech from that. But if you move on from that, you have 5391. And 5391, what I wrote down ends up being that information technology labs National Vulnerability Database 2013-5391. All right. And that seems to come up a lot. That's why I find those. Yeah, you got that twice in this search. You also have LSSL 5391 Science and Technology. In addition, technology is at the heart of globalization by enhancing communication, information sharing, industry, and jobs. Many Americans believe technology has hindered human interaction, degraded morals and values, and led to the dependence of instant gratification. So you got a General Assembly raised bill number 5391, electronic transaction or payment technology device. Looking for my number 5391 YH5. So cavitation 2.0 technology. Uno is session cavitation 2.0 technology. So yeah, you got a few things going on with that. I take that National Vulnerability Database away from it, guys. It comes up quite a bit. But if you move, excuse me for that, guys. But if you move on from that, you end up with 7111. And 7111, what I wrote down was high-tech marketing strategies. All right, high-tech marketing strategies. Yeah, we keep getting this, we keep getting these addresses, but it's just a technology road. So we've been ignoring those completely, unless there happened to be something on that road, but it's just a road, so it comes up in the search. High technology marketing strategies. That's what I took from it. I don't see my number there. How about there? Yeah, you got ship technology research. You got EBSCO Industries, and they deal with technology. Modern technology, agriculture, huge machines. So we got some agriculture stuff before. Remember the National Wildlife Fund, right? Or Federation, excuse me. So you got a couple of things going on with that, and the search goes on, guys. You also have Ameriswiss Technology LLC, and you get a phone number to them. So that could be significant. But if you move on from that, guys, you got to. What I took away from that was actually high technology marketing strategies. Marketing, because we've got marketing. We got. Pretty sure during our chemicals we got a company on the stock exchange, and now you got marketing strategies. So interesting connection there. But if you move on from that, you end up with 5142, and 5142 that I wrote down was Journal of Science of Food and Agriculture. So there is more agriculture. All right, if anyone's been following along, you know we've got plenty of stuff for agriculture, chemicals, some genetic stuff for plants. So, interesting connections. You also have another address along this technology road, which seems highly insignificant to me. Modern Technology Incorporated, you got an address with the number. You got National Instruments, PXI 5142. Devices are ideal for communications applications, but are also suited for a wide variety of applications in automotive. We've got automotive, scientific research, military, aerospace. We've got military. We've got scientific research. Consumer electronics. We got electronics already. That electronics place. You also have Food Sense Technologies LLC, so there's more food, and you get a phone number. You have Section 508 of Rehabilitation Act 5142. I'm surprised that's not what I wrote down. That's a act, federal thing. So that's probably very significant. Journal of Science of Food and Agriculture, which I took away and wrote down from that. So, yeah, there's quite a few things there, guys. But if you move on from that, you end up with 8582. And 8582 ends up being Information Technology Laboratory National Vulnerability Database again. 2018-8582. So you also have 8582 suppliers and manufacturers at Alibaba.com, and they deal with electronic technologies, which we just had in our last thing, or last sequence. You also have express card to PCI extension system. I see my number 8582. Hiscox Global Technology News. That's what it is. HISCOX Global Technology News. Hiscox. All right. Hiscox. Hiscox. It's a weird name, but there it is. IT Consulting in Los Angeles, and you got a phone number. You also have Fort Worth Technology Conference. And it goes on, but that's about a page of results, guys. But again, I took, well, we should have taken away the federal thing, but, you know, that National Vulnerability Database came up, so, yeah, that's what I took from it because it continues to come up. And if you move on from that, you have 5171. And 5171 that I wrote down was electrical construction technology test code. And just think of all the electronic technology we just got. Excuse me again. My apologies. A few things going on. But yeah, electrical construction test code. And that's interesting because of we just got a handful of electronic stuff. Like I said, I think I mentioned that. But beyond that, you have Department of Technology Services, page 5171. Who knows what's there? I could read it, but for the sake of time, here's an essay, Technological Impact on Higher Education. Information technology, and you got a phone number. Library technology, do I see my number? I don't see my number, so we're going to skip that. The library technology can be thrown because I do not see my number. I do see my number. Downloads Kingsoft spreadsheets, free. And Epic, EPEC, Epic, EPEC. Over 65 years experience in the electronics industry. Latest in technology investments, and you get a phone number on them. So, and it does go on. There are more pages, guys, but for the sake of time, that's a page. And again, I would take all that electronic stuff, guys, because we're hitting electronics a lot. So, but if you move on from that, you wind up with 1117. Now, I read something 1117 before, and forget what that was. It was the first one. It was off 9556 is where it showed up. But you got another address along this road, Technology Road. But again, that's a road. You have Inovia. You got a phone number, and they deal with technology. Oh, here you go. M1117 Armored Security Vehicle Army Technology. That's actually what I wrote down. Armored Security Vehicle Army Technology. Mobile Device Management. There's our number. Johansson Technology Incorporated. There's a number. That's not even a phone number, I don't think. That's something else. 1117 1 dash or dash 1 dash ND. It's a DigiKey. All right. Positive regulators adjustable. So that's some technology there. But again, I took the Army technology, M1117 Armored Security Vehicle. also known as the Guardian. So that's what I would take from that. But if you move on from that, guys, trying to get through this, you have 1951. And 1951, I wrote down standard on protective ensembles for technical rescue incidents. We've had that before, right? And wait, I wrote it down. Oh, NFPA 1951, standard on protective ensemble. Yes. Okay, so my number was right there. So, yeah, we've had these guys before. Or we've had this before, or something very, very similar. This standard presents requirements for the protection of emergency services personnel assigned to or involved in search, rescue, treatment, recovery, decontamination, site stabilization, extrication, extrication, and similar operations at technical rescue incidents. All right, I had to go a ways to find that. A lot of it, you have 1951 technology. You all 1951 Hudson, Significant Cars Incorporated. They're talking about a year car. You got a lot of 1951 technology, that, which could easily be significant. But I took away I personally, here's category technology companies established in 1951. That's Wikipedia, never mind. How about 1951? You're talking about organic chemicals, agriculture in the classroom. So there are a technology law group, and you have an address. So once you get past Invention Security Act of 1951, and it's Wikipedia, excuse me, those do come up from time to time. I tend not to use Wikipedia as a source for my stuff, just because I, again, have a background in speech and competitive speech. We were never allowed to use Wikipedia, but and for good reason. So, but yeah, I take away from that the protective ensembles, because we've got that before. Technical rescue seems fairly significant. But if you move on from that, and I'll provide these searches, guys. There's just pages of stuff. But if you go move on from that, you have 2142. And 2142 ends up being HR 2142. House Committee on Homeland Security, the International Narcotics Trafficking Emergency Response by detecting incoming contraband with technology. All right. But aside from that, you also have there's that HR2. I know there was more. Once again, you have another thing along that technology road. But interdict, there it is, HR21. Boy, you got that come up a lot, guys. You know what? That's all over the search. You got a video game if you look at Wikipedia. I'm sure there was something besides that HR. Sure there is. Here's a future of technology and education essay. But really, guys, I took away the HR 2142, and that came up throughout the first page of the whole search. So But if you move on from that, just for I could go through another page, guys, but really, we're trying to save some time. 9412, if you move on, you end up, what stood out to me was atomic clock, an atomic clock. WS-9412U, atomic clock with indoor temperature. You also have La Crosse County Technology. I think that's the atomic clock still. That's an instruction manual for your atomic clock. BSIT 9412, Information Technology, University of the East. You have a spark plug. PV, no, never mind. No, 9412, PV-250E electronic vane relay. So there's some more electronics. Lincoln Public Library. Oh, and I might have wrote no, I did write this down because I found this. You also have 9412 Tokyo Stock Quote Sky Perfect JSAT Holdings Incorporated. Now we have got those in a previous search. These guys. But that's about a page. The other things didn't have our number. But that's about a page of stuff for that. And if you move on from that, you get 3633. And 3633 that I wrote down ended up being that National Vulnerability Database again. But you also have Team 366 or 3633, and that is FRC Robotics Team 3633. And they're dealing with robotics competitions. You also have basic technology knowledge jobs. You got technology staffing solutions, and is the number there? No, the number's not there. Forget that. And those I don't think are really that important. American Financial and Automotive Services Incorporated, though, and you got a phone number on that, and we had automotive stuff in the letters search, right? There's your National Vulnerability Database again. Do I see my number here? I don't. Not the next. The National Vulnerability Database, the number's there. There's our number, American Financial and Automotive Services Incorporated again. So you got a couple of things there that to kind of tie back to our previous searches. But if you move on from that, you have 8595. And 8595 ended up being that National Vulnerability Database again. CVE 2018-8595. You also get Morrill Technology Group, and you got an address on that. You got a phone number for Capital Technology Services Incorporated. Don't see my number on the next one. Raptor Technology Solutions. You got a phone number for them. There are a few phone numbers, but not all that many. Like if you were to do medical, you get tons and tons of them. You get a few here, and I think they're significant. Do I see my number there? I don't. How about double or durable medical equipment versus complex rehab technology? You get a phone number. Lie Lab Solutions Incorporated comes up twice, and yet I don't see my number. But I took that National Vulnerability Database away from that because we keep getting that, guys. And when something comes up over and over and over, then it's probably pretty important, right? But if you move on from that, you got 2951, and that ends up what I wrote down being LP2951-02YM-TR microchip technology. So there's microchip technology. But on top of that, you get another address along this silly road that keeps wanting to come up. Guess I could tell them the map is not helpful. Cisco 2951 Integrated Services Router. Emergent Technologies, you got an address, 2951. Norristown Technology, you have an address. More addresses than I probably would have cared for, but I'm to the point now I don't think I can rule out addresses. Because, well, what are these facilities? Facilities Macro Technology Works underscore 2951 underscore A. Facilities, so there it is. Crypto Thoughtput, Cisco Company. So you got a few things, guys. I took away the microchip technology because that's kind of, if anyone's paying attention to them putting the microchips in your hand, so that, so you don't have to put $1 in the machine or use your card, you can just use your hand because and open a door, because it's tough to open doors and it's tough to use a pop machine, right? It's tough. You need a chip in your hand, microchip. Well, microchip technology. But if you move on from that, you got 2622, because I broke these last numbers up to make them groups of 4. And 2622 that I wrote down ended up being that National Vulnerability Database again. You also have ACT Communication Technologies in Longmont, Colorado. You have Idaho State University, College of Technology. You have an Inhaler 2622, CSP Technologies. You got an Ink at DeskJet. I don't know if that's important. Vision Global Technology, and you have an address. So, Petro Technologies, Sindel 2622. Deals with fuel, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, you got a few things with that, 2622. And your last 4 are 6223. And that ends up being a U.S. code. 26 U.S. code 6223. U.S. code title 26, Internal Revenue Code. And they deal with that deals with technology. That's what I wrote down because it's one of the U.S. code things. So I always figure those are pretty important, right? But you have suppliers and manufacturers at Alibaba.com again. You have a stock price for MPI Corporation on Wall Street Journal. It's a stock price, so that's interesting. There's your National Vulnerability Database that keeps coming up. Let me see if my number's here. I don't see my number, but it was an electronics thing, so I was wondering. It's there, but the number's not there, so I'm going to go by that. I don't see my number. Randomly, these numbers aren't there, guys. If you're looking through the list, you got to watch that. South SD Manufacturing and Technology Solutions. Contact. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. There's your National Vulnerability Database again. And that gets you through going forwards. in technology with your numbers, and that's it. We're down to coming back. So, and when we get through that, we'll look research groups up, and then finally we will run the numbers against all of our circled entities, except so far the Army and the Navy, because the Army and the Navy have already the numbers have already came back to them without even running the search. So we got a few things we can eliminate. But we cannot, we haven't run into the National Wildlife Fund, right? Or Federation. I keep saying fund, I don't know why, but it is. It's the National Wildlife Federation. Um, yeah, we have not run into them on the numbers yet. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that's going to be it, guys. And thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And we are again sorry that our notifications are not popping up. We don't have anything to do with that. Um, I guess people will have to check and see. And it seems that, maybe the notifications aren't going to very many people. So, and that's okay. They can do that. Hopefully, the people that are wanting to follow along figure out when the videos come up. And again, they're taking a long time to load too. So, on top of all that, so maybe we'll try resetting the whole computer, see if that helps speed matters up. I've been meaning to do it, guys, and I have not got around to it. So, maybe that'll help us get our content quicker to you. Get these things out quicker so we can move on to Applebee's Grill and Bar, which should be Bar and Grill, right? So that's going to be it, guys. We apologize for all the inconveniences. We apologize for the length of the videos. It's a lot of information. And we hope everyone's doing well. So for now, thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever this decides to load.